right, everybody, we are back. We've been gone too long.
NASCAR.
Took a 2-week vacation because NASCAR was on vacation. And fellas,
What's up, baby?
Hey.
Oh, we got a little problem here.
I'm going to take the credit. Did y'all hear me?
Yeah, you get taking the credit.
Hey, look. Deacon's taking the credit. That's right. I told y'all before we left, when we got off and we said that we're going to take a 2-week break. And I said, if they don't get in the room, all of it, and figure out what the hell is wrong with this 23 car. I'm talking about the 45 and the 23, Jordan, Denny Hamlin, everybody get in the room and try to figure out what's wrong with this car, whether it's the driver, whether it's the Pucci, whether it's the engine, whether it's the tune-up. Get it right. You got 2 weeks to get it right. And this week they came out swinging. Top five, BJ.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Top five. Now I didn't see the race because I was on travel, so I didn't have an opportunity to see the race. But I did see the highlights, and I saw that the man was up front most of the day. Within the top 10. And he got a top 8 stage points. One of them, and it was all butter, man. The man looked like he had speed. He had control of his car, and nobody was passing him just because they wanted to. He was out balling today, man, and I loved it. It looked so much better. It looked like what we said we wanted, which was, and matter of fact, Biggie is the one that said it. He wanted to see the guy up front challenging for the win every week, and that's what he was doing. He was up there challenging for the race win, and everything looked good. I believe.
But that was kind of.
Hold. I got my. I'm over here taking credit, Biggie. I'm over here taking credit.
I appreciate it. I'll take it however I can get it.
No, that's my credit. I'm taking my credit.
Your credit. Okay.
My credit for suggesting that they all get in the room and get this car right.
Yeah.
First race back, top 5. So
but
I'm taking the
credit. How it all played out though was kind of like he had every god on his side. He had Buddha, he had Jesus. That man, because he was coming in fifth. That man was coming in fifth. If that car would have spun out, it would have been something else. But because the car spun out, he crept by and he got third. Him and Reddick, second and third. I liked it.
Second and third.
But yeah, second and third. But hey, like he had everybody on looking down on him. It was a sunny day for him.
And listen, it's hard to win a NASCAR race, man.
But it still don't help him out though. Still don't help him because he needs first.
You know what I'm saying? Man, listen. Top 5 is what we asked for, right?
Yeah, we did.
We got it.
Constant top 5 is what we asked for. Thank you.
He's back in the point race.
So this is the best race he had since when? Last year?
No, he
had
finished
in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, he finished, I think, back at the first race in either Las Vegas or one of the mile-and-a-half tracks. I believe I remember him finishing 4th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember he started out with the 2 top 5s.
Right, that's right.
So what do you think? Anybody speak up.
BJ, what you think, BJ? BJ, what you think, baby?
I think that was first of all, it was a great run by them and the team. Like he was up front all weekend. And I think that was probably the smoothest, cleanest race as a whole for 98.9% of that race. No incidents, nothing until the very end of what went down with a couple laps to go to cause that chaotic finish. Now, that's great that Brothers got, his another top 5 finish, but now the points line just got tighter because what I was afraid was going to happen, but I think back at the end I said, you got to make sure you stay on your P's and Q's, make sure you still bringing your A game because you never know. You can't expect, they got lucky for a few weeks there because the guys that were ahead of them were struggling while they were performing well. And I said before they went into the break, hey, Got to make sure you stay in your A game and your P's and Q's, because what can happen is that you can't expect those guys, you can't expect to get lucky and have those guys struggle forever. And what happened on Sunday night, Chastain ran good, moves around the line. Chastain ran good, right? And Truex was running good, but he had problems, I think. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure. I think Gibbs was down a couple of. My point is you never know when somebody behind you up underneath you is going to bring and swing a big stick, and that's what happened with Dylan, who won. Now winning, he just leapfrogged all those guys, including Bubba, into the playoffs. So that's why I said that was great they got that. I'm happy they got that, but he still needs to make sure he tries to find a W in the next few races, because
for 400 laps, 300.
You never know who is going to come behind you or somebody around you that's going to come and bring their A game and swing a big stick. And next thing you know, you had a comfortable margin, but now it got tighter because somebody else won or one of them guys around you got a victory. So, yeah, I was happy to see him get a top 5 finish. I thought it was good, and that chaotic finish was something else.
Yeah. Should Austin Dillon be fined for that? I think they should take the win from him. I mean, he do wreck 2 cars. Obviously wrecked 2 cars. I mean, he ran one in the back up into the wall and then came down on the other. That's aggressive. That's a little bit huh?
What was the penalty for Ross Chastain when he pulled that move in Martinsville? It was just a move banish and a money fine, right? He didn't. Did he lose points?
Right.
There should be something similar to that, really, if anything.
I think they just banned the move. I think they might have fined him, but he kept the finishing position, from what I understand. The only time I can think of it like that, where I don't think they would probably take away the win, although it's something they might could think about. I don't think they would take away. I heard somebody say on another show that they might have think about letting him keep the win in the record book, but make that win, strike that win from being a playoff eligible win. Like it's like a lame duck win. Like, yeah, it counts in the record book you won, but we're not letting you be eligible for the playoffs for that win. But I don't think they would take the win from him. They probably are going to fine him or whatever, probably for some of all that went down. It'll be interesting. I'm interested to see what they're doing. I'll be interested to see what they do, because the first hit with Logano, it was hard for me to feel sorry for Logano, because if you know his history, Logano has knocked dudes out the way plenty of times. I really feel sorry for Logano. The hit that I was kind of concerned about was he came back down and swiped Hamlin in the right rear and turned him into the wall, because we've seen folks get, they suspended. I think Bubba got suspended a couple years ago for something like that. Chase Elliott, the most popular driver, he got suspended for something similar to that. That's the move that I'm really concerned about in that. But I think the last time I remember them taking a win from somebody like that, probably for an act like that, it's been a minute, like back in the 90s. I can recall one year, I think that Sonoma, the road course out in California, they took a win away from somebody from reckless driving, but it's rare. And I could see NASCAR in this case not doing it, but I think them not doing it, and I'm going to get ready to wrap. I think them not doing it now kind of sends a bad message. Well, it sends a message to those other drivers to the cut line. If they don't do anything about how he won that race, but you just told Bubba, you just told Chastain, Truex, Gibbs, Buescher, all those guys around the cut line, you can do whatever you need to do. If hit somebody, or just wreck somebody, or just release some angry German shepherds in the pit road near pit crew. Whatever you need to do, you can do it to try to win a race in these next 3 races if they don't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, man, because I don't think they're going to take the race win from him, because that's going to be probably too aggressive. They probably won't think that hard. And even taking points away from him really doesn't really matter, because if you don't take the win away from him, then he's in the playoffs anyway, which is the only reason he did it. So there's really, as far as punishment, what can you really do? I mean, the only thing that can hurt is to take the win away, or make it, a non-points win, non-playoff win.
So, Dick, money don't hurt? Money don't hurt?
Not at this point. You want to get in the playoffs. That's where the money is.
Right.
I mean, the whole thing is to get to the playoffs. This whole preseason, what you call it, is just to get into the playoffs. And now you're gonna race, So they make enough money, man. You can't penalize anybody who makes money in sports, enough money to keep them from getting into a playoff situation. They'll take that. Matter of fact, if you told them, hey, give me this amount of money, I'll put you in the playoffs, they'd pay the same amount. You know what I mean? So that's not going to hurt anybody. But all in all, man, it was a good, clean race until the end. And man, they on fire, man. I thought Denny was going to win because he was just up front all day long. So Denny been having a good year. He's been having a good year this year. So
Yeah, he's been solid. He's been strong consistently throughout the year for sure. It's funny. Austin Dillon pulled a move that I always do on a NASCAR race on the PlayStation. I love that move. I loved what he did. I have no problems with what he did at all.
For real, you ain't mind that he bumped him. I don't even know. That was more, but I ain't a bump. That was a push. Oh man.
Yeah, he come on, yeah. He wrecked him. He wrecked him. Let's just be honest. He wrecked him.
Man, he drove in that corner and wrecked him.
Which is listen, if it was Bubba who did it, I wouldn't say a word. I'm like, about time he got aggressive. But I mean, it's a dangerous move. You know, you wrecking cars on purpose. These guys aren't going 10 miles an hour, and it's not a PlayStation, so you got to be careful with that. Luckily, nobody got hurt, so that's a good thing. But it's just one of them things, man. It's racing, and how bad do you want it? You know, a lot of people have wrecked a lot of cars to win races, so it's not abnormal. It's just it messes us up because it drives the line down. So now we are closer to the cut line than we should be because Austin Dillon was under us, which would have gave us a little cushion at the line. But since he is a new winner, it just pushes everybody down to the cut line, man. It puts us, I think we're 3 above the cut line now. So
Deacon, how many more prelim races before the playoffs start?
We got like 6 races, 7 races, something like that.
Yeah, they're coming.
3.
Yeah, it's under 10.
Under 10.
It's getting to the.
You say 3?
Yeah,
it's 3 because Daytona's next week. It's actually 2.
It's Michigan, Daytona, and Darlington.
Wow.
Michigan,
Darlington?
Daytona. Yeah, Darlington. They moved Darlington this year. But they moved it up out of the playoff.
Mm.
So if we get anything less than the top 5 in those 3 races, then we possibly out of it, right?
It depends on where Chastain falls.
It
I
depends
think
on what
Chastain and Busher, isn't it? I think we're racing Chastain and Busher.
Yeah, Chastain and Busher. And if he slip up, Gibbs will get in it too. Gibbs ain't that far away, but his name is Chastain and Busher.
Okay.
I mean, if he can get time, I mean, the bubble can get.
Well, I think Gibbs like 100 points back, ain't he?
That might solidify him. But man, it's a slim.
He just need to win. He just need to win. End all this mess.
Yeah. We're gonna win.
Hard to hold.
Michigan and Daytona.
I see you showed up. Right? Yeah, see, don't dare the restrict plate race, man. I told you that shouldn't be in the race. That shouldn't be in it. You never know what's going to happen, man. He's liable to get wrecked, and just you can't help it. So it's going to be a big wreck. So it's either you got to avoid it in the beginning or avoid it in the end.
But typically, though, man, dudes in the top 5 position all race long usually avoid those big wrecks that behind.
I mean, most time, yeah. Most time the wreck is in the middle of the pack. Sometimes like you get wrecked at the end of the race, right in front, like your boy did this week. So he didn't avoid it. He was about to win the race.
So is Bubba more aggressive? Y'all feel like right now he's more aggressive because since it's coming down to the end, he hasn't got one. What do you feel in this driving style?
I saw the highlights, so I didn't get to watch the whole race where I can concentrate on what he's doing and see him going up the ladder. But from what I saw, at least he made it full wide one time toward the end, so it looked like he was going for it at least. That's going to go from 8th to 3rd, I think, at one point.
Yeah, I mean, he never dropped down. He never dropped down to 10, past 10.
Yeah, he ran solid all race. That was he had a good car the whole time. He kept it clean, and his pit crew didn't lose it. The first stop was man, that one was rough. But other than that, they kept him up there mostly the rest of the race.
You think your man changed his strategy at all?
Nah, he followed the strategy with the leaders. He didn't
So you
really
think it's
go outside of like Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson and Reddick, they had a different strategy. Reddick had a different strategy. So the fact Reddick finished one spot above him, being on a different strategy, that was kind of impressive. Actually, in my eyes, because they had totally different strategies the whole race. Reddick and Wallace, and they're teammates, so they wasn't on the same strategy at all.
did he do one less gas stop? Or he tried to stretch the gas out?
Yep, that one tire stop, in session 2 or whatever it's called. Stage 2.
What's the next race, Darlington?
What is that, Deegan?
What's the next race?
Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan, so yeah.
So that's a good one for Wallace again too, but another strong performance. Continue the good streak that he's going right now.
Yeah, I hope they can keep it up, man. Because if they went in there and they got that car right, man, like I said, that race team, that shop is too good to be not running consistently up front. If you have one car in that shop running up front, that other car shouldn't be far behind.
Mm-hmm.
You would think so, anyway.
Right. But it's funny thinking, he in this spot right now. A few weeks ago, man, we wasn't too high on this brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we shutting down. We were shutting the year down.
we wasn't saying too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
a few shows ago, we would go back at the replay. You know where it's at.
Yeah, we was in the doldrums, boy. It was like, man, tired of doing this every week, calling it. But like I said, if they got their call right over the break, man. That's what you do. I mean, even in football, you get everybody together during your bye week. You have team meetings. You have team only meetings. You fight with each other. And you come out on the other side, man. And hopefully you get on the same page going forward. That's the point of the break.
Hoping they can build off of this.
Yeah, a lot of their this streak, a lot of their runs is being in good places in good times for sure. Like in this race, it's funny. They just highlighted Martin Truex, and just before then, the 20 car, those two had strong races, strong cars. At the beginning of this race, so you ain't gonna have to worry about them. They got out the way early.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You see the race trade?
Man, why you gonna call me out like that? First of all,
that's a question.
That's why he's quiet.
I didn't see the race. I'm hearing you being all PG and dudes trying to win. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the race. Dang it. But
man,
I'm learning a lot right now, listening to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And hearing the whole entire philosophy behind what it is that needs to happen.
Okay.
That's a good cleanup.
Hey, listen, I'm all, you know me, and those that watch this show when I come on, I'm all about the oil slicks, you know what I'm saying, the thumbtacks drop. I want to see some more, man. These left turns, man. I need some more to the left turns. I haven't totally got there. I've gotten a lot better. But I like the action. I like action.
I hear you. Hey,
this has been pretty actionable though. This season has been filled with some quite actionable moments.
I did not think that this was legal.
Agree.
How is this legal? Right here, where he's cutting his wristband off.
Well,
during the race.
What's the I guess if they don't. Well, we'll see if they drop penalty about it. I guess the NASCAR, I feel like, that if he's not going to hurt himself, they'll let it go. What's the saying? What's the dude they used to be smoking cigarettes and stuff? I guess a cigarette and scissors ain't the same thing, but I guess NASCAR ain't really just that tight as to what you can. Like, you can't have certain stuff you obviously can't have in the car with you, but they didn't really penalize him or say nothing about it. So, and Kyle Busch was out there trying to cut something off his wrist with scissors in the car. I would think, I do see where you're coming from. How I would think that they would make him stay in the pit and get that done until he got the done instead of driving a car with scissors in his hand, because that is dangerous. And and I don't know what he did with the scissors after. I guess he had to hold them.
Yeah, what did he do with the scissors? They just flopping around the car. There's an accident or something,
Yeah.
That just seemed a little odd to me when I saw that. I was like, they allow that? Even when he went out the pitch and he had to turn the wheel real fast, even the announcer was like, "Whoa," because it was close. It just seemed like he might get a little hurt.
Man, that sounds like a series to me.
I feel like they've been letting a few things slide this season.
Well,
that sounds like a future season to me. I think a future series. All individuals drive with scissors in the car. That's what I'm talking about. That's exciting. Y'all sit there talking about, oh man, he got scissors. I'm like, yeah, they flopping around. He's turning corners. The scissors is flying. Yes.
That would be something.
Someone stop this man. Someone stop this man.
Yeah, he's like out of control. He's always out of control, man. But hey, it was a good race. Like I said, hopefully we can push this to the next level. Top 5 means a win. Hopefully, with 3 races left, he's a good restricted plate racer. Like I said, Michigan's a good track for him. So we're racing 2 cars right now. We're not racing anybody else. As long as we can win, as long as we can stay in front of those 2 cars for the next 3 races, we're in the championship. I'm not in the championship, but we're in the playoffs. So that's who we got to watch out for. If we win, that's just, icing on the cake. Right now, we're racing 2 cars trying to get into the playoffs. Then we can worry about the rest.
Yeah.
Is that not how you ride? That's what you do, right? At this point, you're protecting your position. Because it's not records and checkers. That was like 3-4 weeks ago. we in protect mode now, man.
Yeah, now we're in protect mode. We passed position.
Hopefully, do something with his car though to keep him protected though. Whatever his Reddit car, they need to put in his car.
And it's got to be careful too, because if Ross Chastain is in Austin Dillon's situation, he's gonna do the same thing to the next person. So even Ross Chastain being in any type of position of winning is bad, because he's gonna wreck. He's definitely gonna wreck the person to win.
Yeah, you try to go around Ross Chastain, man, he's gonna put you in the wall.
That's a fact.
So that's all we have a bad car. Get some room. We need some room. We need some space. We elbow room.
That's why I'm interested to see what NASCAR says about how this race finished, and I think they release a penalty report tomorrow sometime. It'll be Wednesday, because if they let everything slide, I'm gonna do nothing to deal with. If you told all those guys, including Bubba, all those guys around you, Chastain, Busher, and Gibbs, if you start still keep back, is hey, do whatever you need to do to win a race on the last lap if you need to do it to get in the playoffs. Because we didn't do anything. Dylan taking out 2 guys in the last turn. So if you got to dive bomb it in there, if you, like I said, you got to release some angry German shepherds to go attack this pit crew before the race. Whatever you need to do it to try to win your race. So I'm really interested to see how NASCAR rules this with Dylan. Like it's interesting because Dylan was 32nd in points. Dylan was 32nd in points, and I really don't feel like he should really be. Anyone that's been that bad all year, it's only 36 full-time cars. Anyone that's been that bad all year, I would think even if you win, you should probably be in the playoffs. That's like someone who's a lower seed in basketball or football all year. They win 1 game and they get put into, I guess, the playoffs just because they won 1 game but been struggling all year. Give you an idea how bad Dylan has been all year, the 3 car. Eric Jones, the guy who drives the 43 car, he missed 3 races this year because he got hurt back at Talladega. He got hurt in the wreck back at Talladega. He missed 3 races. Dylan has started every race. Eric Jones is still higher in points and regular driver points, higher in points than Dylan, and he missed 3 races. That's how bad the 3 cars been, and now that's 3 cars. I guess gonna take up a playoff spot. So I'll be interested to see how NASCAR rules this come when that's released tomorrow. Because to me, yeah, he technically, I guess, let's say he won the race, but it doesn't feel like he should be in the playoffs. I feel like it's one of those things where he kind of lucked his way into a playoff, accidentally backed his way into a playoff spot. But I'll be interested to see how NASCAR rules this.
It took too long too. I thought they would have came out on Tuesday today, as opposed to Wednesday, because they traveling tomorrow, right? Usually they travel to the track on Wednesday. Who's snoring?
No way. Are you serious? Who's that?
Everybody.
That's Big Al.
Big Al.
That's why he turned his video off.
Man, I'm in that joint sleep.
Yo, you sleeping on the live, bro?
I'm in that joint. I thought I had it on mute.
He admitted it. He admitted it on the live. Sleeping on the live, bro.
I guess I'm talking too much, rambling too much.
All right, y'all. So, Pete, look at the last lap, though, man. This is wild.
That's my dude.
You woke up at the right time, Big Al, man. You woke up at the right time. Here's where the sparks and fireworks happen.
We seen that show before.
Let's take note. Let's take note. Again, y'all laughed at me earlier. Y'all cast me out. Y'all pushed me to the side. I'm just saying, there's a different NASCAR fan, and me and Al represent.
Hey, get him out of here.
And look,
That's what I do on the video games.
Doing what?
Hey, I be doing that on the PlayStation.
Careers, man. These careers is rough.
He ran that dude right into the corner.
Daddy.
And then he started passing me, went right down his ass.
Smash right.
Didn't he come up the track?
Yeah,
it doesn't really matter.
I recorded the moment when you were sleeping on the live.
All you heard was a what? I had a check to see if I fell asleep.
Classic. That's what I do.
I was like, damn, I'm breathing hard.
All right, man, let's get out of here, man. We're not even going to do the Wizard Show, man. Let's call it a night, man. Apparently, we time, man. We got to go to work.
Hey, don't talk about my man now. Y'all not going to talk about my man. That man work hard.
That's right. That's why I'm cooking shit.
You're right, bro.
Hey, but no,
Go ahead and do your show, Deacon. Stop tripping, man. Do your show.
you just can't be asleep. You just can't be, caught slipping like that. You know what I mean? Is that DMV? Come on now.
Hey, Jerry, this ain't the first time. I just normally I missed the mute button. That's all.
Hey, he said it ain't the first time. That's terrible, Al. See, I was backing you, nigga. You said that shit. Now I can't back you no more.
You seen our ratings. You know we want to get 5 views. You know that. So you have not talking about.
Al, it's 7 views now. We're 7. We're moving up.
Right. Let's get out of here.
No.
Oh man, I'm dying.
Do your show, nigga.
No, that was it. Listen, man, we've been on here 30 minutes. That's all I got. We ain't got no more highlights, man.
Hey man, I slept 30 minutes, took a 30-minute nap too. I need a little bit more.
Hey, he good now. Al straight.
Yeah. Hey, I'm ready for the Wizard Show. What are you talking about?
I'm ready to go.
That's when I'm gonna fall asleep.
Good one, Darius.
Everybody sleeping through segments.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta get my camera going. Darius is on.
Oh, you want to go on camera now? Because I said so.
Yeah, because I was over here doing something else too. But I'm gonna tell you, I wasn't asleep.
Had to check.
You ain't gonna talk about these.
That's because the bed is on the other side of that monitor. That's all. It was a quick, move.
You talking about my Wizards, and I had to step in there. Biggie Steve, you better watch it now. I'm telling you, we don't let nobody come and step on our show. But that was a good one. That was a good stab. But I'm here now, letting you know.
Hey,
look at the face.
Hey Trey,
like that's intimidate.
them Charlotte Hornets is even better sleep.
Hey, them Charlotte Hornets is like aromatherapy for you right there.
Aromatherapy.
You knocked out. Ain't nothing wake you up.
They like elevator music.
Yeah, listen, it's better than that, man. It's like it's
Yeah,
like
we start talking.
envy.
Hey, that's that sleep that's gonna have Al sitting like this in his chair, and there's a drool spot on his chest.
That's Charlotte.
All right. Let's get into the winner show real quick, or we're gonna put BJ to sleep because BJ ain't about that. BJ
Don't be about
we'll see you next week.
Hey, BJ, it was good sleeping with you, BJ.
Whoa, pause.
EK glasses, champion of Spartacus, ballies and gold ropes, polka dot shorts, backpacks, Nikes and Van Grags, MCM come again. The fact that I'm in the booth now, hip hop alive and well throughout the underground. Remember to let us into your skin, and we'll begin to master rhyming.
Hey yo, kid, what's up? Remember when I used to be dope? Yeah. Hey yo, kid, what's up? Remember when I used to be dope? Yeah. Hey yo, kid, what's up? Remember when I used to be dope? Yeah. Hey yo, kid, what's up? Remember when I used to be dope?
All right, let's cut into the Basketball the Wizards show, and my man Big Al is going to tell us about Bilal Coulibaly, how he did in the Olympics. The NBA, not the Olympics, but not the NBA, but the Olympic championship game, the gold medal game.
He got cooked.
You say he did good. What the hell?
He did do good, but he still got cooked. He got cooked. He still did good. He got like 8 points.
Trey, you on mute.
Hey,
I'm saying that only because they lost, because Al is a black and white dude. He's no gray. No gray. If the one, he would have said Coulibaly is the best player on the planet.
No. Coulibaly played great. I was proud to see the brother out there competing. He got like 8 points. He had good defense. But Kerry put him to bed. Gave him a little night.
Night.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Put all them Bambas to bed.
Just like NASCAR gave me night. Kerry gave them night. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I went. But Coulibaly did good. I was proud of him, man. He was out there competing. He looked a lot better. He still don't like to dribble, though. I need to get his handle together. That's his weak point. Got to get a handle. But he can definitely beat them Charlotte Hornets, though, one on by himself.
All right, the shots are coming, huh? All right, I got you.
Hey, Biggie, what you think, Biggie? Biggie, what you think? You see it?
Think about what?
The Olympics. Did you see the Olympics?
I saw some of it. I mean, I just knew the USA was going to take it all. It was just all about who was going to come in second place. I figured it was either.
No, Biggie, it wasn't like that. This is our last Olympics. This is the last win we got, baby. After this, I can see it.
Put it this way: if LeBron would have lost this one, it would have been really bad in his career.
No, it
would have, yeah, because then they wouldn't have had that whole, oh, well, you're not Jordan, because Jordan won it every time he won. He went in there. So I mean, now that he won it, the what's that called? Fans, LeBron fans are gonna be like, oh yeah, now he's Jordan for real, and every time he stepped up to the plate, he got himself a goal. So
let's get it straight, though. Jordan did not have the international competition that LeBron did. I mean, the teams.
Don't get me wrong. The Jordan, I mean, them days back then were a little tougher because I mean, they played more physical as well. They didn't have that Euro step and all that or whatever. I mean, them Europeans played physical. They played physical.
They were scared of Barkley. I seen the game. Barkley was punking all them jokers, man.
Yeah, but I couldn't say that. I mean, I can't say that because you had some pretty good foreigners back then. You had some pretty good foreigners.
Name them, Biggie.
I was about to ask for one.
What's his name for the Lakers? The tall center guy.
Karolinko?
Not Karolinko.
He didn't play for the Lakers.
You got Vlade Divac.
You talking about
Vlad Divac.
Oh, Vladi. I thought you were going to say.
Yeah.
Gasol.
I mean, you had.
Hey man, they had Boris Diaw back then. You can't let him.
Yeah, you had players back then. You had some foreign players back then. You know what I'm saying? That could really hang. And I think that some of the foreign players that played in past are a lot better than the ones that are out here now.
Really?
I think. You know what I'm saying?
Name who better than the Joker? Who's better than the Joker?
Back then?
Yeah, back then. Who's better than the Joker?
Man, you're gonna make me have to go deep dive for this one.
Don't go too far. Don't go too far, Biggie.
Nobody.
Who's better than Luka Doncic? Who's better than Giannis? Who's better than Giannis?
Hold on, give me a second.
You gotta look it up.
No, you
gotta look it up. They're good.
And that's the point. If you have to, then there's the no. So it's not anything to prove about the European players. What it is to prove is that what we do have is a young man who had a good experience this summer.
You had Dikembe. Okay, you had Dikembe.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
You had Dirk.
Oh, we
you had
said
Yao
Europe.
Ming.
Did we say Europe?
You had Detlef Schrempf.
From?
You said Wadi, Tony Kukoc. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Ewing was from Jamaica.
Stop. We said Europe.
Sabonis. So you're from Europe? I mean,
I thought that's what y'all was talking about. Maybe I'm
that last Schrempf. I mean, you had some foreign players back then.
But this is what I'm saying. You said they were better than what we have now, and what we do have now is a core of individuals who coming from Europe. And then what you saw in the Olympics is that they can play. I mean, even the whole thing about the Sudan. Now I do understand when individuals go into a court and they underestimate an opponent, that's a dangerous thing. But the fact that individuals from Sudan did come in there and give the U.S. team a go before they realized, okay, y'all not like some eighth graders. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they came in there with thinking in their mindset. That's how they were going to go over these guys. That the international market has stepped up. So I don't agree with you, Steve, on that any international market was better than what we have now, which is a bunch of individuals from a bunch of other countries who realize that, hey, this basketball thing is something that we can do. And they really put, I mean, even China. I mean, China, would you think that China would even care about the hardwood?
But I mean, but you got to think these people from the 80s and 90s paved the way for these players now today.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not taking away from the historical aspect of it and what it is they're doing. But what I'm saying is, just like with the NFL is faster, stronger, quicker. You got a Terrell Owens talk about he's still trying to get out there for a third down player because he's in shape and he is good. And if he was going up against me, you, Big Al, Darius, and Dinky,
but the NFL
would dominate. But he's not an NFL player right now.
But NFL is a different breed, though. I mean, NFL will always be the same, whereas NBA, it's always evolving.
The NBA is evolving, but let's look at that. Right now, apparently, Ice Cube has gotten a deal with well, he made a challenge to a country. I can't remember what country it was for the big three to participate against whoever.
Right.
He's starting to move some stuff or trying to move some stuff, but you know, anytime we got an individual like that who's more independent trying to make money, there's going to be a problem. Ideally, that is something that nobody would have thought about before because they didn't think it was even a market for. I think the Olympics has helped that. If anything, the Olympics has shown that there might be a market for the big three Sudanian players going against our big three legends or whatever. You know, something like that would probably get people to watch. So all I'm saying is,
I mean, you got the big three in the Olympics now. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, though, football will never get because football is not a world sport like basketball is.
Football will be in the Olympics in Los Angeles in 28.
Hey, look. Let me say this too. Is that going to be a 7-7? Our national football team just got whipped by Japan.
Football will be in the Olympics in 2028 in the LA Olympics. It will be that'll be a Olympic sport.
Yeah, but what kind of football? I mean,
It's
7-on-7?
flag. It's flag. It's flag.
Let's talk about
Hey, Deacon. Hey, I don't let that slide.
I
Deacon,
wasn't even
that
gonna
was
respond
wrong.
to it though. I wasn't even gonna respond. I kind of wanted to
Flag football.
do flag football. Is that really a thing?
Hey, wait a minute. Hey,
NFL is headed that way. I mean, there's a lot of talk
hey,
saying
look,
that
right.
they
Basically,
taking
we
the
don't
aggressiveness and they're
move
not
the
going to be
guys
hitting the NFL.
closer.
Yeah, but
I think they're going to put a whole entire inflatable uniform around quarterbacks.
the bubble hat.
Everybody's it's getting very, very gentle out there. Even
Nah,
though these guys
That's
are fast,
football's version of and one.
getting more gentle. It's getting more.
It don't start really getting physical. It only start gets physical towards like the end of the season, where everybody's got to play for something. That's when That's when people start swallowing the whistle.
Let me say this. There used to be a time when an individual was running a pattern, and the linebacker or the safety, like Big Al, could level that dude for GP.
Yeah.
There used to be a time like that. I want you to understand that.
But we
Just
got,
on
but
GP.
Trey, but we got to talk about that. That goes for all sports. That's even basketball. I mean, because and I think it's all been watered down by by the government and what do you want to call those news critics and all. Everybody wants to look for people's safety. So they always water it down every single year. I mean, come on, look at basketball. You used to go back in the 80s and 90s, you couldn't go to the rim without getting clothesline. You know what I'm saying? And that was a regular foul. That was a regular foul. Wasn't no flagrant fouls.
Right.
Wasn't no flagrant. You know what I'm saying? You got a tooth knocked out, you come right back in the game. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? You shake that joint off. Bama's still bleeding on the court. But you gotta stop the blood. You gotta stop the game because you got scratched and you gotta put a Band-Aid on it. I mean, Bama's would bleed. You see blood on the court. I mean, that's why I said that's just the way all sports are gonna be. But football, you're always gonna have hits. You can't stop that. You can only try to contain it. But even so, you're not. Even that's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? Even that's gonna be hard. So
Trey Z, did you have some news about our number one pick recently? Trey Z, did you have some news about that?
Yeah. So what? Okay, we're talking Wizards, right?
Wizards.
Yeah,
so ha. I watched the video, man, and I think I shared it with everybody talking right now. Darius don't know about it, but he would have enjoyed it because I think this guy encapsulated everything that we feel. And as Wizards fans, once again, it seems like, gentlemen, we might have another first round bust. When they laid this guy down against all the rookies and all the individuals drafted, this guy landed. And I'm talking about Mr. Sarr, our 7-foot phenom that we got in the second pick of the NBA draft. Rated him like, if not dead last, maybe there's one guy worse than him. And I think that guy might have tied him and they just put it down for alphabetical order purposes. But I'm just saying, it's like, it's that bad, man. And gentlemen, here we are. We haven't done it. It's funny because I compare it because we're DMV. This is the DMV. And those of you watching, make sure that you like and subscribe to the OGs of the DMV so you can get this commentary. But any comparison, I would go back to the Ron Rivera regime. And I know this is not basketball, but hear me out. What was Ron Rivera's first round pick, Al, when he first got here to Washington? Who did he pick up?
He picked up Mr. Chase Young.
Chase Young. Deacon, who was his second pick after that?
In the first round or the same draft?
First round, Washington's pick was who? Next year.
It was JD, wasn't it?
Damon Davis. That's right. Third round, I'll go ahead and say it, was Jahan. And last year, Mr. Steve, who was the Washington Commanders' first round pick?
Forbes.
Forbes.
I want you guys now to take this information and just sit there for the next 5 seconds and analyze it. Thank you. Now I want you to now think about the Washington Wizards. I think Biggie Steve nailed it on the head. I think it's either one or two things. We are very similar to our first round picks for the Commanders, or we're pooping for Coop. We were pooping for Coop in the draft. We knew what we were doing. We went and got a big dude who was sorry. Well, I'm hoping and I pray that this guy's going to do better, whatever like that. So I don't want y'all to think that. I want him to be an athlete and want to be. But man, that's what I'm feeling. Because if I went down the Wizards' first round picks for the last 5 years, because there's so many different transitions, that's the only reason why I picked Ron Rivera, you'll find the same thing. Kispert, JD, who was the other guy? Sorry, and there's one more.
Rui.
Well, Rui wasn't too bad. I think that was coaching. I think that one kind of helped you out. But I mean, again, Chase Young, technically that first year, he wasn't bad.
Yeah.
He wasn't bad that first year. First year, he was doing things that we felt like, he was going to be the man.
He's a rookie of the year.
Right. So my point is, take a look at that, Biggie.
I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think Koulibaly is a bust?
No, because I think that a whole entire country said, hey, come back home and start for our Olympic team says a lot. And I felt better about it. It was a validating statement, Al, because everything about Washington is always like, okay, well, what's going on? We got to do all kind of investigation and figure stuff out. Thank God we got a guy in the streets like Biggie Steve who will tell us about guys. And to be quite honest with you, he told us about a lot of guys who are out there balling before we got the guy we got.
So, Big, let me ask you a question, man. In the streets, do they feel that SAR is a bust already after one summer league? It was a bad summer league. It was a terrible summer league.
Not really. They're, you know what I'm saying? They're just looking at it as growing pains. And they just want us, you can't really tell much off a summer league. So everybody's waiting to see what he really looks like on the court. So give him a year, see how that pans out. Really, like I said, and we'll assess everything after the year is up. But right now, we don't expect much because again, we're looking to get the number 1 pick. So, I mean, it's going to be some growing pains throughout the whole year, and he'll get some playing time, but I don't think that they're going to ask him to do as much as they would if they weren't trying to go for the number 1 pick. I mean, they would just be like, okay, you know what? Ball out, win what you can win. We'll take it for the. But at this moment, we're trying to poop for Coop. So
what's this out here about
last year?
What's this out here about them preparing to trade Valanciunas at the deadline?
Yeah, we're looking to see if we could go ahead and get him off and maybe pick up an expiring contract and maybe another draft pick.
The whole thing is to get more draft picks, Deacon.
Yeah,
I understand that. I mean, I don't. He's old, so. But right now, Sarr probably looked as bad as he could because he's playing out of position. Anytime you're playing out of position, ain't really nothing you can do, man.
So what's his position?
Like Sadie look on the football field. He's playing out of position. He's playing a whole
power forward.
His position is power forward.
His position is power forward, but they're trying to play him at center, but he's not built enough for it to be a center just yet. He can't bang down low. He's got the body. He's got the body of, like I said, a Kevin Garnett right now. He can play power forward, but center he'd get demolished right now. So hopefully they keep him at that position and try to beef up the center position. Hopefully next year, like I said, try to get Coop and try to see if we could get some type of center in the free agency market.
So Biggie, do you think we should go him? Put him on the go?
No, I wouldn't. I would put him right in the fire right now. I mean, right now we're looking to lose anyway, so he might as well just get some playing time anyway. Just for the hell of it, see what he can do. Give what I'm saying, and take it from there.
Yeah, don't put him on the go-go's because he's gonna be one of our players.
Yeah.
So you got to give him all the experience we can get, man. We don't need him going down to the go-go's, losing confidence and all kinds of stuff.
Exactly. I agree 100% because you don't want to deflate that man's that mentality, and next thing you know, you're like, why do I feel like I'm playing for the go?
He went 0 for 17 in the summer league, though, man.
Well, yeah, his first game was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty. Oh,
and you saw him Big Al play in Atlanta. The dude got skill.
Yeah, I saw him play he was playing in Atlanta, and he was a lot better than I saw in the summer league. Maybe he was real super nervous, but he was a lot better in Atlanta playing against some pretty good AAU players, man.
I mean, that's what could have been. It could have been jitters. I mean, when you're projected to be number 2, I don't expect you to be balling out. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I think some of the players that balled out is because they got picked at a low. They got picked a little lower, and they just felt
no expectation. Right?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
your boy, everybody projected him in top 5, and he came out and tore up the summer league.
Well, I've been said it. I mean, I watched.
Yeah.
It
was amazing to me though, man. He's like a 6'2".
Yeah. He could run the point. He could run the point, and he could play off ball.
Yeah, he was a lot better than I expected, man. That was amazing to me.
I thought that would have been the pickup, so he could have played off Jordan Poole. You know what I'm saying? That would have probably meshed well, both of them in the backcourt. But they wanted to go big again for the night for like the 8th year in a row. It seemed like, except for Johnny Davis. It's just like, come on, man. Everybody, you got more bigs than you'd have any type of like point guard, shooting guard, and that's what we've been needing for years.
Did we get rid of Tyus Jones? He's still on our team.
Who?
Tyus Jones?
He went somewhere.
Well, he left.
Yeah, Ty's been gone. He's been gone last couple weeks now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we got rid of that contract.
He went to the Suns.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is our point guard? Poole?
Yeah, Poole's our point guard, and then we just picked up. We got Bub as a backup. But I mean, I like Bub. I think he's going to be solid. But I just think like we could have really used what's his name? Because I could have just imagined having Younger from Kentucky and Bub Carrington, like both of them. Oh man, that would have been a good kind of like 1-2 punch right there. But
how about the other French guy that went to Atlanta?
It'd only been good if we was trying to win. We ain't trying to win.
Yeah, or if we'd have got my other guy that I told you too, Edie. You know what I'm saying? My man had 15 points, 15 boards, 5 blocks. I mean,
did he get hurt though?
He's gonna eat in Memphis.
He landed on somebody's foot. Somebody was like under him or whatever, and he kind of like sprained his what's that called? His ankle. But I mean, they're gonna shut him down for the season because they already know what he's working with. I mean, look at his college stats. The man's got double doubles throughout every game in his career. So, like, man, that's what I said. I don't know what the scouters were kind of doing at the time. I think sometimes we just fall in love with these foreign players that we forget about our own homegrown.
That's true. Well, before we go, man, is any kind of report about Jai down in Memphis? Is he coming back this year, or he's still out for the season?
Jai is what I heard. He will be back this season, but I don't know if he's going to be starting the beginning of the season. I'm not sure.
He blew his knee out, right?
Something like he has an injury, so I think he'll probably be back sometime, like say November, December.
And is Zion still playing basketball?
Zion Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
lost.
he's still playing.
Yeah, he lost a little weight too, man.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
That's why they got rid of what's his name? Because they want to make more playing time for him. What's his
That's what I got Valanciunas.
not Valentine, no, the small forward, the small forward was hooping before when what's his name went down before he went down. Or after he went down.
Brandon Ingram?
Ingram, yeah. They
They
traded
got
Ingram.
rid of him?
Yeah, they got rid of Ingram.
Where he go?
Ingram, I don't know
I
where
don't think he left yet. I don't think he's been traded yet.
where I thought he did.
I'm about to go look. I was waiting for that one. I was trying to figure out where he was gonna go.
My thing is, I was just looking at the next year, 2028.
Either he's gone or they're looking to trade him.
I was just thinking about the 2028 Olympic team, man, because LeBron gonna be gone, Curry gonna be gone, KD gonna be gone.
LeBron gonna be playing.
We gotta have some of these young players come up.
LeBron gonna be playing.
Yeah, 45.
Wow.
He gonna be coaching. LeBron gonna be coaching. Nah, they're gonna Jason Tatum and Anthony Edwards gonna headline that team. They're gonna be the face.
They got to.
Yeah,
We're gonna need Jai and Zion though. We're gonna need Jai and Zion, man, to come up in the game, get their game together.
But okay. So they're looking to trade him either to Golden State or the Raiders. Yeah, or the Jazz. Those three teams are looking to try to see if they can get a trade for him. But I mean, Golden State don't really have anybody to really, trade for him for real. That would be a nice little. That would be kind of nice though.
Utah would be nice. Actually, I think Utah would be nice.
Yeah,
they got the stuff to get him.
But Ingram and Steph, oh man, that'd be pretty powerful. You'd have like a somewhat more athletic. You wouldn't get the three like you would from Klay Thompson, but you'll drive to the bucket like the old Klay.
So, you'll get I don't think they'll still be championship contenders. That don't get them closer. That West is loaded.
They'll get to the playoffs, but I mean, it all depends though. If they can pick up a decent center, you know what I'm saying, and then have Draymond go back to where he was as power forward, I mean, yeah, that could work though. Because if you just keep, you know what I'm saying, because Ingram could win you games by himself. So if you can get kind of a rested Curry going into the playoffs, oh man, you're gonna be good.
Well, Biggie and Darius, who do y'all got coming up as a come-up team this year that's challenged for the championship for the NBA before we get out of here?
I got Memphis.
You got Memphis? That's pretty tough. Honestly, I would say I would like to see what the Pacers do. That Pacer team before what's his name went down was scary. I could have just imagined if what's his name would have been, if they had a healthy team going into the playoffs. Yeah, that's a scary team, right?
Well, I got Dallas winning it all this year. Dallas, I'm putting it on the line. Money on Dallas.
You got Dallas?
Yep.
I got the Celtics repeating.
Yes, I got it. I don't got nobody.
I think Clay is the key for Dallas. That's all Dallas needs is another little 3-point shooter. I think Clay is the key.
I don't think Dallas makes up 3 games. I don't think Clay makes up 3 games.
I do.
It's going to be Eastern Conference Finals, Pacers, Celtics. Western Conference is probably going to be it's going to be Dallas and I'd say Denver again.
See, I got Eastern. So yeah, Western I got Memphis and Dallas. And I think Memphis is gonna beat them. But I got I got man. Please don't fail me now. I got Philly and Boston. One more
Philly.
year of Joel Embiid. If he
Oh,
is healthy, I'm telling you, man, this dude is unstoppable.
yeah, but he's never healthy.
He's never
I
healthy.
know, but this is
Healthy.
my last year. This is my last year saying this because I said last year Philly. I thought Philly was going to beat Boston last year if Embiid was healthy. But
They
like
beat.
he's that special. He's that special. When he's healthy, they crazy.
Yeah, they
And then
are.
you get Paul George in there as the number 3 option.
Is he gonna be
It's
healthy?
like
Is he gonna be healthy?
Yeah,
I think Paul George is gonna be healthy. I think he's gonna be solid.
Paul. But to me, young, I think the only like he needs somebody like Steph. If you had, I would do anything to get those two on the same team together.
Who's those
Like
two? You talking about Paul George and
Embiid,
stuff?
either Embiid go to Golden State or Steph go to Philly. If them two could hook up together, man, and Embiid stay healthy, I would book a chip to. I might well email a chip into them. Because them two together, I think their game works so well together. Just by seeing them on the Olympic team. I mean, they just I don't know, for some reason, like I just take Draymond out the picture and put him in an Embiid role. Like
You know what? I got a trade offer for that too. If I was Golden State, I'll send Draymond, the Posnick guard dude. I'll
yeah.
send Kuminga and Moses Moutier and like 3 or 4 or 5 first rounders, how many ever I could get, and whatever other prospects, probably Jackson Davis. Like I'll throw him in there, and yo, give me Embiid. I'm pretty sure that's a compelling offer.
That'd be a hell of an offer.
But Philly be rebuilding everything. Yeah. Deacon.
Yeah.
Before we go, Deacon, who are you expecting to step up for the Wizards to be a much better player for the Wizards? Who are you stepping up? We're not winning. We pooping for Coop, but who are you thinking we're gonna step up for the Wizards?
Nobody.
Nobody. Kispert.
Nobody.
Nobody knows.
Listen, we had no reason to keep Kuzma except he wanted to be here. We couldn't get rid of Poole. Kispert is a lost 3-point shooter that hasn't shown up yet. And Bud Carrington and Sarr, who knows what they're gonna do? They're rookies. And then you got Koulibaly, who probably is the best talent right now, or the most experienced right now at his position. And he can't dribble, you say. So I mean, we don't have any step up for what? Who's stepping up? The dude on the bench? Nah, man. We pooping for Coop, like you said. So
we pooping for Coop, but somebody gotta get better.
Of course we're pooping for Coop.
Listen,
we've been pooping for Coop for the last 2 years.
I know, man, but we're gonna put him out there, and then it's gonna be a shameful year. We're gonna win about 22, 24 games just because we can't be as bad as we were last year. And the rookies are probably gonna play with some fire, 1 or 2 games. So we're gonna win a couple games. It's gonna look promising. And then at the trade deadline, we're gonna get rid of all the promising players, and then we're gonna look like Coop again. So I don't know what you want.
I want you to never ever ask that question again, Al, and you ever to respond in your life, Deacon. That's what I want.
that was a turn. That was horrible. That was horrible, Deacon.
You ask a bad question, you get a bad answer. Nobody.
Just know you won't be the only franchise questioning their first round pick. It's going to be a lot of bad rookies, so at least you got that to use as a crutch.
You're not helping, Darius. You're not helping. You think you are, but that wasn't helping nothing.
Well, look, I'll probably be saying the same thing. I'm a rookie. I don't even know who my dude is. I don't even know who this guy is.
Biggie, I got Corey Kispert stepping his game up this year, Biggie, and being a key contributor.
Look at the last though.
Corey Kispert.
I mean, look, I'm
Kispert.
gonna tell you like this: look for Corey to be trade bait maybe halfway through the season.
Yeah, but during that period
For
of time,
2 second rounders.
Nah,
we getting the first rounder for Corey Kispert.
If he's hot, they might give him a first rounder, depending who it is.
We got a first rounder.
You are not getting a first rounder for Corey.
We got a first rounder
That's
for
what I'm
Denny.
saying.
We got a first rounder for Denny.
We got a first rounder for Denny.
That was at the last minute, and they probably had a first
From
rounder
another bad organization.
Yeah, but if Corey hits them threes like he was hitting last year, I mean, somebody might.
Like he was doing what?
What?
Like he was hitting last year
Or the year before last, one of them. It was one of the years.
What the hell?
It was one of
He only
the
been there for 2 years, so it gotta be either the last one or the one.
Nah, this is Corey. Corey's been on there for what? 3 years.
This is 3 years. Biggie. Corey has not had a great year yet.
All 3 of y'all came with 3 different answers.
Corey's had a decent season. Corey's had a decent season. You can't lie about that. He was
compared to who?
He was shooting what like he was shooting like 38%, 40% from the 3-point line.
Hey, Biggie.
Compared to Derek White.
Biggie, when you was in school, when you got a 38% on your test, you was like, I did pretty good, huh?
But we're talking about 3-point percentage though. I mean, nobody shooting 50-60% unless you Steph.
Steph Curry just showed us in the Olympics.
We talking that Steph though. He's a different breed.
But that's the bell curve, champ. That's what we're saying. The bell curve is those individuals, and everything else falls behind it. So you're either saying Steph Curry is going to give you that 90-80%, and then there's this big jump down to Kispert.
Yeah, but but look what you would get. I mean, but look what you would get for Steph, though. I mean, you'd get, what 5 first rounders?
Listen.
Now, people,
every team that plays Washington, for whatever reason, it could be a guy I never heard of. When they shoot a 3, they are on. We never got shooters. We still don't have shooters. It's almost to the point where I feel like we don't want any shooters. As a matter of fact, after what Deacon said, as far as his analysis, and you talking about Kispert being 38%, which is good, I need somebody to go ahead and pull the snipers out to shoot me. Because this is bad, Joe.
I think the Wizards need to go ahead and cut. They just need to cut their losses and change the name to the Bullets again.
That's right. All the bullets. Matter of fact, call them all the bullets. We gonna keep all the bullets. So they coming our way. Hey, look, poop for coop. Hey, right here, we're gonna come back on the OGs of the DMV. If you've gotten this far, please like and subscribe. But we're gonna come up with a song, the Poop for Coop theme anthem, so that we can get through the season. If anybody want to add lyrics or whatever, we're gonna do that. But it's poop for coop, y'all. Poop for coop.
That on your
best. On it's gonna poop for scoop.
Hey,
it's gonna poop for. Go ahead.
There you go.
Sorry.
Go ahead and get it started, Darius. Let me start writing it. Let's go.
Hey, listen.
Oh, fellas, you know what's funny? You know what I went to yesterday? Side note, you know what I went to yesterday?
What's that?
I went to Atlanta Motor Speedway, and I was on the track in a big old, you know, them little the big old daycare minivans, the 350s. We were going 80 around the track. That jet was wild. I got a video. That jet was wild.
NASCAR Crocs as you were going.
No, I did not. There was an impromptu trip. I did not plan ahead for that.
You know what's so bad? As we exit the stage, there's 2 things that look pretty bad. One, Darius brings up going to Atlanta Motor Speedway. We did NASCAR show about 40 minutes ago.
You're right. I didn't think about that till just now.
And two, we talking about the Wizards for about 40 minutes and nobody's showing their face.
Nobody. I got off because I was the only one. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go join the crew. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the official digital bag heads back from the 80s. We're bag-hegging it today. We're all going to come on next week showing our faces because it's important. But again, those Wizards fans who know what we're talking about, I know you guys kind of understand it. Here we are trying to bring some cool. Biggie Steve is the ultimate optimist. Big Al is the logistical guy trying to figure out what we're really talking about. Deacon them basically said, we ain't going to be nothing until 2057. 2057. And I'm like trying to figure out why the Charlotte guy is talking about NASCAR. But nonetheless, we had a good time tonight. I want to thank everybody. We're gonna wrap this up because I'm gonna wrap it up because this is bad. But at the end of the day, we all still love our team, and even Darius loves his Charlotte, so it's all good. Just make sure that y'all like and subscribe, and next week we'll get some kind of semblance of something that we can report to y'all to show a plan for our Washington Wizards. Because right now, the only plan we see and the theme song that we'll have created, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, is Poop for Coop, starring MC Biggie Steve, produced by the Deacon, Hype Man Big Al, and Darius Newman the Hater. He's gotta have a hater in the album. That's gonna be unique.
Give it some fire.
There's some fire to it. Just hating.
I got you.
All right. Yeah, I know you do. All right, Deacon, let's get out of here, man.
Sitting on the porch, dropping balls.